Your face, your face.
Are you okay being that red?
Is it dark?
It's
Quite.
the
Testing. It feels like a first meeting.
meet you.
You're so nervous, aren't you? You were talking normally just a moment ago.
That's not it. I mean, I'm talking now, right?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Could you introduce yourself? Yes.
I'm Shirakawa from ohe.horseline. Nice to meet you.
I'm Oikawa from ohe.horseline. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You're really nervous.
Well, but
Are you generally okay? I'm fine. So, since your name is Shirakawa, what's your relationship with President Shirakawa?
well, President Norihito Shirakawa is quite active in various different areas. While I mainly specialize in the dispatching side of the company, I've actually been working behind the scenes quite a bit.
What is your relationship with President Norihito?
President Norihito is my older brother, and I'm the younger brother.
And Mr. Oikawa, what do you do?
Dispatching.
Dispatching? Yes. So you both do dispatching? Yes.
That's right.
How long have you been doing it?
For me, it's been about 10 years.
And for me, just under 5 years.
That's actually quite a long time, isn't it? So today, I'd really like to ask you a bit more about dispatching. In general, could you please explain what kind of work a dispatcher usually does?
Well, in the industry, it's often a thankless job. And when it comes to racehorses, it's quite a mysterious world.
There's plenty of long-distance transport in general, but usually one person drives the long distance alone. But for racehorse transport, we operate with two people. So when planning the dispatch, you have to be much more careful than with a one-person operation.
That's right, it's truly a two-man world, and putting together these schedules is really difficult.
There are different combinations.
And such, yes, really. So there are interpersonal relationships to consider, and
We're dealing with living creatures too.
When you're handling horses,
right,
for instance, if you go from Hokkaido to Miho in Ibaraki, how many hours are you in the truck together?
well, it depends on the departure time, but basically 24 hours,
24 hours together?
20 to 24 hours.
And then when you go from Miho to Rito, do you usually travel with the same team as before, or is it sometimes different?
With our current system, yes, that's how it is. Sometimes just the assistant changes.
But that doesn't happen very often, does it?
In the end, unless there's an illness or an injury, we might change drivers before heading toward Kansai.
That's an irregular case.
Yes, when that happens, it makes everything very difficult for the dispatch side.
I've seen you folks working on the dispatching process several times, writing things down on paper while talking with customers, and it always seems like you put a lot of careful thought into deciding which horse should go where in those big 6-horse transport trucks.
Yes, with the stallions.
Go, we're not putting them together, and
The fact that there are only 6 slots makes it difficult.
Basically, you can only load 6 horses.
6 is the maximum. For example, if you have 6 horses to transport to Miho, but you have 6 fillies and 6 colts, and you have 2 trucks for those 12 horses, deciding how to combine them is...
Yes, there are.
What factors do you consider when deciding?
I'd say the loading location is the biggest factor.
Ultimately, when it comes to dispatching, it really does affect absolutely everything, from the various destinations all across the country to the overall workload for everyone involved.
Right?
We have to consider the ferry schedules and such. Whether it's Urakawa or the Hayakita area, it all comes down to making it in time for the ferry.
Plus, as I said, the loading location is a major factor.
That burden can end up inconveniencing the customer, as it changes whether we're early or late.
That's true.
Now, Oiunso is based in Shizunai, Shinhidaka, and you depart from there, right? To the south, do you go as far as Urakawa?
Early we go Samani.
To Samani?
Yes, we do.
In that case, the drivers must have to start quite early. With the 2024 logistics problem, there are issues with working hours too. Considering that, and the time it takes to get to the ferry in Hakodate,
Yes.
you might decide to skip the Hayakita area for a bit. Like if you're going to Samani, you have to skip Hayakita or you won't make it in time. Is that the kind of thing you have to think about?
Generally speaking, yes we do.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Depending on the number of trucks and the specific requests from shippers on a given day, we sometimes have to coordinate between Urakawa and distant places like Hayakita or Chitose.
President Shirakawa mentioned that when an order comes in, you can't just say, we'll ship it tomorrow.
Yes, that's right.
He said it's not like a standard delivery service.
Exactly.
He even apologized for sometimes having to make people wait longer. When you receive an order, you might say, we can ship this horse next week, or it'll be in 10 days. Is there a specific criteria for making those judgments?
Sometimes it's really just intuition at play. Since the dispatch schedule isn't always firmly set, that's usually where we begin.
I see.
But if we're actually going to a certain place, we'll definitely try to fit it into that overall flow as best as we can.
So you'll think, next Tuesday looks open, let's put it there.
Yes, exactly.
You always use a whiteboard at the office to manage the trucks, right? It shows when they're leaving and when they're coming back, So is it like you work backwards, seeing how many trucks are out tomorrow and how many horses you can carry?
I was wondering which comes first.
Is it the truck's movement, or is it to transport these horses we need to leave at this time? Is there one that takes priority?
Basically, neither one always comes first.
No, it's about combination.
The combination.
It also depends on the season. Even in the off-season, if we have a group of orders, we prioritize those who requested them. We might ship them together, or depending on the timing, it could be just one horse. If someone asks at the last minute and the timing works out, we might even be able to load them the next day. We can sometimes handle urgent requests, but depending on the season, there can be long waits. Sometimes we even have to decline because of the time of year, and we ask for everyone's understanding.
I believe August, September, and October used to be the peak busy season.
Until about late October, I'd say.
So through August, September, and October. During that time, it must be incredibly difficult to organize the dispatches.
September, October, and November are like that. It's when the 2-year-olds are moving, right after the Hakodate and Sapporo seasons end. The end dates are close together, right?
Yeah.
And with the number of trucks being limited,
Yeah.
partly due to the 2024 logistics problem, we have limited trucks for limited orders. Trying to make it all work is a bit of a tough situation right now.
It's because you're not used to that workflow yet.
That's true. And depending on the client, they might have specific requests for a single horse that end up taking up an extra slot. We want to meet those requests when they're made early, so we have to find a way to manage those situations.
If you can share, have there been any unreasonable requests? Like any really crazy ones?
Oh, there are.
Well, things like asking not to load horses side by side, we definitely get those. We really want to accommodate them, but during the off-season and such, there are times when we just might not be able to.
So you want to grant the request, but it's physically impossible.
Exactly. From a dispatch perspective, the desire to fulfill the customer's request is very strong. But when you're limited to having only 6 horses available, we're left really struggling with the challenge of figuring out exactly how to fit all of them in together, which is not as simple as it might sound.
Our main motto is really about the customer's needs and creating a system where we don't put a burden on the horses while we handle dispatch. And that applies to the people involved now too. Ultimately, there are owners and clients to consider, and we truly want to meet their requests. But there are situations where it's just not possible. The JRA and quarantine systems have made things quite difficult lately. A few years ago, our company would always find a way to make it happen.
But unless the people at the top change things, there's a large part of the transport we just can't do anymore.
And there are quarantine restrictions too.
When you're transporting from Hokkaido to places like Ibaraki or Shiga, it's fundamentally a long distance.
To make that happen,
It's just difficult for us in some ways, especially because of the sheer distance involved.
Simply put, we can easily handle moving horses in and out of any nearby stables, no problem.
but on the other hand, you stopped the Sapporo Hakodate route, didn't you?
Was that because the 2024 logistics issue made it too difficult to continue?
That's right. It's basically become nearly impossible.
If you were to prioritize the Kansai routes,
Yes, absolutely.
the profits were high, weren't they?
The profits are high, but the problem is that it just consumes too much time.
I remember hearing stories about drivers coming up to Hokkaido and then heading out again the very next morning. And they'd drive to Hakodate, deliver, come back, and then head somewhere else immediately, right?
In the past, yes.
You can't do that now, can you?
No, we can't.
It's really just a matter of working hours. Strictly speaking, if we're going to fully comply with the law, then it's simply not possible to do it.
When a customer places an order like that, how do you turn them down? It's not so much a refusal as it is pushing back the date, I suppose. If they want it moved next week, but you're at capacity and can't do it due to time or physical constraints, I wonder how you explain that to the customer.
Is this about Hakodate Sapporo route?
Even after it was discontinued. Right, I think there was probably quite a reaction.
Yes, well, our representative posted about it on YouTube.
It really took off.
After explaining it there, in the end, I think most customers understand the situation.
The biggest challenge, after all, is the issue of time. The hours are mandated by the government. Staying within those time limits is really difficult. When those are set, everyone's active during that time, bathing and resting during their designated breaks. When you factor all that into the total working hours, it gets complicated. It's tough from a logistics standpoint.
Things that used to be acceptable no longer are, and eventually the number of horses we can transport will decrease. Those rules are probably going to get even stricter from now on, don't you think?
Yeah, that's definitely true, you know.
We're short-staffed, so if we had twice the people, we could move twice the horses. Though we'd need the trucks too. If that doesn't change, then inevitably.
But that would also significantly increase the costs.
Even if sales go up, with labor, maintenance, and the cost of buying or building horse trailers, I feel like there's no profit.
I completely agree. Absolutely, yes.
The costs are enormous.
So, most people probably think that a vehicle inspection costing a few 100,000 yen really does seem like quite a lot of money. But for these trucks, it costs millions of yen just for the inspection alone. When it hits 1 point something or 2 million yen, the expenses are just staggering.
Because of the long distances involved, there tends to be quite a lot of wear and tear on the equipment, and as a result, parts can deteriorate much more quickly than you might expect.
Exactly.
Replacing parts, making repairs, or if the AC breaks down and needs to be replaced, well, all of that really adds up over time, you know.
Plus, while a regular car needs an inspection every 2 years, the trucks need one every year. It's easiest to think of it as costing 2 million yen every single year. That's the simplest way to put it.
This is just for the inspection process.
How many vehicles does OE Transport have now?
We have 20 horse trailers.
20 times 2 million yen.
40 million yen? Which is a considerable amount.
And by law, there's an inspection every 3 months, the quarterly checkup.
That costs hundreds of thousands too.
Yes, that costs money too.
So you're spending a fortune on the vehicles even before the staff.
Exactly. If you just take a moment to look at the vehicle expenses alone, just those costs by themselves, it's honestly a massive amount, really.
It could easily reach 100 million, couldn't it?
If you factor in building a new truck that year, it easily exceeds 100 million.
The former rep mentioned that a new truck costs 100 million yen these days. If you get 2 of those, 200 million.
Yes, that's right, absolutely.
To an average office worker, those numbers are just on a different level. Truly. And you have to maintain all that just to be able to transport horses.
But honestly, without those trucks, we can't move the horses. You need those specialized vehicles. Maintaining the trucks is probably the most vital part.
You can't transport them in a truck meant for cattle, right?
No, you can't.
Definitely not.
The specs are totally different.
With these changes, we might just find ourselves going back to the old days, maybe even transporting by train again. Looking ahead, it seems like it's going to be a pretty difficult era, don't you think?
I agree.
Oikawa-san, you handle more than just dispatching, right?
Yes, I do.
Like vehicle management and maintenance coordination?
Yes.
How did you learn all of that? After you joined the company, I assume?
Well, I've always really liked cars. I was always interested in cutting-edge technology, so I started to wonder about trucks, too. I learned a lot from manufacturers and just picked things up gradually as I went along. Yeah.
Being passionate about it makes a big difference.
It really does.
By the way, which do you like more, horses or cars?
Horses, definitely.
Horses.
I prefer horses.
You do?
Yes,
But you're quite a car enthusiast too.
that's true.
You like big vehicles, right?
Big vehicles are often quite complex. People tend to customize them in many different ways, and everyone is always looking for something a little different. Whether it's a sporty style, a VIP look, or a luxurious feel, there are so many styles to choose from, and I want to make sure to respect and appreciate all of those unique preferences. I want to bring that same spirit to our horse trailers too.
The horse stalls are pretty luxurious, aren't they?
You think so?
I definitely think they are.
They have air conditioning.
They have AC and are protected by panels, so even if they act up or hit the walls, it's all cushioned.
Exactly.
No toilet, but they even have fans.
Yes, they have fans now.
And the driver's cabs have improved a lot too.
They have.
They're kept clean.
Yeah.
The bed was incredibly soft.
The bed size hasn't changed much over the years, but I think the cushioning has definitely improved. And the refrigerators have evolved too. They cool very well now. Plus, from the driver's seat, you can see everything, directly behind, to the sides, and even inside the stalls.
There are monitors for that, right?
Everything is fully equipped. Honestly, I think it's really great for safety and overall performance.
In modern cars, you get those beep, beep, beep alerts when you get close to something.
Right, they have those.
Horse trailers have those too.
Those have actually been around for quite a while.
That's right.
We both have experience as drivers, you know. I wonder, was that more than 10 years ago? Or maybe even longer? I'm not really sure if a specific manufacturer actually installed it, but there is a distance sensor in the system. This sensor will alert you if you get within about 30 or 40 meters of another vehicle.
So, helpful features like that really do help to prevent accidents from happening.
They certainly do. However, accidents involving large vehicles such as trucks and buses have been getting a lot of media attention lately. It's become a significant social issue, especially when older drivers are involved in these incidents. It's something I find myself thinking about quite a lot these days. The driver population as a whole is aging, and when an elderly driver has an accident, it's not just about them being a truck driver or a bus driver. There are broader concerns at play. Large truck drivers are actually quite sensitive, like even with passenger cars, they think, oh, here they come, they're going to tailgate me. I think each driver has those moments where they're really concerned. Yeah, I'd really like for that aspect to be highlighted more,
Unseen.
behind the scenes.
I believe you both mentioned having experience as drivers. I'm not sure if it's been the case for previous dispatchers, but if someone wants to do dispatch, should they experience being a driver first for a few years or so?
Basically, it's better if they have, to understand the driver's feelings, definitely. You have to be able to feel that. If you're just giving orders based on legal rules, I'm not so sure about that.
I understand that.
It's not a one-man job, it's a unique two-man operation. 2 people are together for nearly a week, going out and coming back, working and returning together.
And then you add animals, so it's like 3 of you, or rather multiple horses. That part requires a huge amount of care and attention.
The mental strain is immense. It's not a lifestyle where you just go and come back every day.
Once you go, it's nearly a week.
Right. Basically with horses on board.
As the main focus.
Given that, I suppose eventually you'll be reaching out to those with driving experience who are suited for office work or dispatching.
I'd really like to do that. Yeah, it's a truly difficult struggle within this industry. It's a job that's often disliked, in a way.
From above, below, and the sides.
In Japan, truly.
You're caught in the middle of everything.
It's probably in the top 5.
And in that role, having done it for 10 and nearly 5 years, is there any sense of fulfillment? Like moments you're glad you're a dispatcher?
The best part is, after all, just a few words from the customers and the drivers. Yes, even for small things, hearing kind words is great.
Talking directly with customers. I really think that's such a big part of what truly resonates with people emotionally.
Even for something small, if I hear a thank you, it saves my day. And in response to that, for the employees, it helps me keep things moving forward. Telling the drivers, I received these kind words, yeah.
If it gives the drivers even a little more motivation.
The dispatch department is the one most in the line of fire, isn't it? In my mind. You take the complaints. When something happens, you're the one apologizing. That's the image I have of what dispatchers do most.
Truly, the good, the bad, and everything in between.
Though our faces aren't seen. Talking directly with customers and talking with drivers too.
The system has changed now, though, compared to the old days.
In that sense,
It feels like the environment is becoming easier to focus on dispatching.
Well, it's getting better than before in terms of the environment. Until now, no matter the situation, I had to listen to everyone, including customers and drivers. But when requests flood in, even if I'm listening to a driver, I have to cut it short. I feel bad for the drivers, but I prioritize the customer, and sometimes the conversation just ends abruptly and the driver leaves. There are periods when there's absolutely no breathing room, and periods when there is. On the flip side, if there's too much slack, then you start worrying about sales and such.
You do think about that, right?
That's how it goes, isn't it?
It's a tough balance to strike.
It's incredibly difficult, to be honest. There are just so many things that require focus.
Scheduling vehicle dispatch takes intense focus. You can't do it without concentrating.
That's true. After all, routes from Hokkaido aren't just to Kansai or Kanto. From Kanto to Kansai, and then from Kanto to Hokkaido. From Kansai to Kanto, and Kansai to Hokkaido too. With all these patterns and the 2024 logistics problem, personnel issues also crop up.
That's very true.
There's also the important issue of driver availability to consider, too.
Everyone's different, Yeah.
Like how much work is needed before they can return for their time off. It's a constant worry, every single day. Daily decisions are always being made right here. It's a situation where there's just no leeway.
Oikawa-san, is there anything that makes you glad you do this?
I'd say I'm happy when we successfully deliver a requested load, but there are definitely struggles along the way. Every single day, the number of available slots for dispatching is actually quite limited. So it's about how much we can fit in. Since every single one is a valued customer, there's also the matter of priority.
Did the drivers not know much about these things?
I don't think they have any idea at all. They wouldn't know the internal details behind the scenes.
But if there were a way or a system to communicate that to them, things might start moving in a better direction. Well then, through YouTube, I'd like you to keep putting it out there, coming from the manager.
But just because I take the time to explain one thing to you, doesn't necessarily mean that I expect you to immediately understand it.
From now on, the president's YouTube might become the manager's YouTube.
That might honestly be a bit of a stretch, though, to be fair.
Please do it. It'll be fine. Let's give it a go. You'll get used to it. It used to be much worse. At first, President Shirakawa couldn't speak without a script.
That's surprising, since he's the representative and so knowledgeable.
It's all about practice, really. So, from now on, like an Oye Transport Manager YouTube, as a series, A series, the Oikawa series too.
Huh, really?
No, I basically think creating an Oikawa series would be genuinely entertaining and enjoyable for both employees as well as customers alike.
Don't just wrap it up like that.
I'm hoping to create videos for a wide range of viewers. Until now, President Shirakawa's stories were the main focus. From now on, we'll have drivers appearing as well, and have the two dispatchers joining too.
Right, absolutely.
I hope that by having various people appear, we can convey the true image of the company. Eventually, I want to reach a point where potential drivers can just watch YouTube to see what kind of company we are.
If they can just understand the truth. I think that's quite a challenge, though.
That's the ultimate goal.
In the end, there's only one truth.
Oh, wow. Really?
This dispatching role is really in a rather difficult position, you see. It's hard to generalize, but we're doing our best to improve together. I'd really like to ask for everyone's understanding.
Right. Are you starting to feel the pressure? Right.
Yes, let's...
Wrap it up, Will.
a bit. It's my first time. For a first time.
It was great, thank you. We look
Forward to working with you again.
Please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very much. Thank you very much. At Ohe Transport, we are looking for drivers. Please check the recruitment site or corporate site in the description. And if you're interested, we'd love for you to apply.